big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the 3. And for the Celtics, Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. And tonight, Stan, we have a matchup featuring two teams with similar systems.
Yeah, look, neither of these teams is ever going to be in a rush. They're very patient offensively, and it's more about player movement and ball movement than it is about pace.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Back to SGA. 5 on the clock. Queta pulls it in. Boston on offense. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
Yeah, they found some decent looks, but the shots just weren't falling. Sometimes it goes like that.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Now here's Hauser. Tatum with it. To the middle. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Toward outside. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Up top, Hartenstein. Pass to Williams. From outside the arc. Tatum pulls it in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. We talked about Jalen Williams and what he wanted to see from his team defensively against him. He told me we just have to be aware of where he is at all times. The second you lose sight of him, that's when he'll torch you. We all got to be on the same page. It seems like Williams will be a central focus for them tonight. Back over to you, Brian.
Allie, thank you. The Thunder have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Pass to SGA. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Dort's shot is good.
Not afraid to shoot. Dort has become more confident in his jumper, and you see why.
Tatum against Holmgren. Tatum passes to Hauser. White looking it over. And that one is hammered home.
Well, White is a solid athlete. He's more than capable of getting up for these kind of throwdowns.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, BA. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Here's White. The Thunder making their last shot. Pass to Tatum. Here's the 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Last time they met was in Oklahoma City.
And that was not an easy win. They weren't at their best, but they put it all together at the right time.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had 22 in the win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Back to Holmgren. Fires it. Hauser grabs the board.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there, willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Holmgren outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over White. A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Outside White. On the wing, Tatum. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, we expect Tatum to take these shots. His jumper is very consistent.
Back to SGA. Pass to Williams. Hartenstein in the post. Second shot opportunity. There's the block. Tatum passes to Brown. The kick to Tatum. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Tatum's got his second basket of the night.
I mean, what composure from Tatum, finding his shot on his terms despite the shot clock.
Now here's Holmgren. 17 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
Also, he had more blocks than New York City, offering up some incredible rim protection.
And the Celtics in possession here. Following the bucket by the Thunder. And here's Brown for three. Hartenstein pulls it in. Oklahoma City's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Dort for three. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now here's Brown. 29 points for him last game against Minnesota.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends.
Here's Brown. They trail by 1. Over Dort. Brown can't hit. Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. SGA passes to Hartenstein. Down low. The steal. Hauser right side. Nails it from 3. Hauser's got 6. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Holmgren finds SGA. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Hauser outside. Here's Tatum, coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota. Lots of room, and that's good for 2. Tatum's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And we talk about the fatigue when playing the second game of a back-to-back. Stan, how does that usually manifest?
Well, I mean, just off the top of my head, it's things like sloppy play, missing easy shots, lapses in your defensive rotations. It's mental mistakes more than physical fatigue that happens on the second night.
And Boston with some changes. Garza's checked in for Queta, and it's Peyton Pritchard in for Tatum. Then for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Wallace comes in for Chet Holmgren, and Isaiah Joe subbed in for Dort. Now Williams. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Pass to Wallace. Joe up top. Clock at 4. Here's Williams. He got a piece of it, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And a moment here to check out the list of the best passing shooting guards over the last 10 games. Jaylen Brown is second.
Yeah, and this is a group that really appreciates effective ball movement. They can create for themselves or anyone else on the floor.
And to have a shooting guard who's also a high-level playmaker, it makes your team a heck of a lot harder to deal with defensively.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Walsh is checked in for Hauser. Shireman comes in for Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Over to the left wing. The 3. Drains the triple. And it's a 4-point Celtic lead.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
SGA deciding where to go with it. Here's Joe. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. That'll send Jaylen Brown to the free throw line. It's going to be on Isaiah Joe. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Boston.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
Here's White, following the bucket by Oklahoma City. Pass to Garza. Left side, Brown. Fades away, and the shot's good. Brown's got his second bucket on the night.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Wallace, the pass to Williams. Here's Joe. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Now here's Brown. 5 points in the game. White for three. On target from range. White's got 5 points.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Joe, pass to Wallace. To the paint. The kick out to Williams. From behind the arc. Gets the three to fall.
A shot that Williams continues to work on. You love seeing these type of results.
And here's White. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
Yeah, and look, he made his mark on defense also. Was pressuring the ball, came away with 3 steals.
So it's Oklahoma City now, following the bucket by Boston. Williams on the wing. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Here's Mitchell, hauled in by Brown. Celtics lead by 7. Pass to Shireman, launches it. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Williams, and he comes up with a bucket.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Back to you.
Allie, thanks for the report. Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the first. Tatum, a screen on Mitchell. Pass to Tatum. Lets the three fly. Knocks it down from distance. Tatum's got 9.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Holmgren deciding where to go with it. Tatum with a steal. Here's Shireman. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Thunder trail by 8. Joe, pass to Wallace. And here's Holmgren. Back to Wallace. Shot clock at 6. Holmgren outside. Takes the 3. Garza grabs the board. Celtics lead by 8. Pass to Tatum. He shoots. Oh, it would have counted had fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Boston finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
They've got Peyton Pritchard, and it's Gonzalez in at the 3. That's the Boston 5. Wallace outside. Three-pointer, no good. Boston has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Pass to Pritchard. Here's Shireman. Nice ball movement by Boston. Left side, Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
Well, with his dribble moves, Tatum will get where he needs to go, and he's an outstanding finisher.
Three-pointer. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, if you're going to disrupt his rhythm, you have to put more pressure on him.
Outside Tatum. Lets it go from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Wallace outside. Inside. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Tatum with it. 14 points for him. Pass to Gonzalez. The 3-ball. The shot misses. Thunder trail by 11. Holmgren inside. Look at Chet using his size inside.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Outside Tatum. From downtown, Williams grabs the board.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And the Celtics making a change here. Walsh is checked in. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. And here, the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Holmgren with a screen on Tatum. Wiggins passes to Joe. Knocks down the long J. Joe's got 7 points in the game.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Thunder trail by 6. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And when you're trying to slow down a great scorer, there are those shots you've just got to live with, Stan.
Well, look, B.A., you can't take away everything, particularly from the great players. I think when you're game planning, what you have to decide is just that. What can you live with and what do you want to take away? And you try to just make those great players a little bit less efficient. You're not going to shut them down, but maybe you can make them a little bit less efficient.
Mitchell finds Wiggins. Mitchell feeling it out a bit from outside the arc. Gonzalez pulls it in.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
To the wing on the left. Here's Pritchard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 6 on the shot clock. A nice shot by Walsh. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And Wallace, here we go. And there it is for him. Wallace has got his second basket of the game.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Walsh. Here's Gonzalez. Tatum inside. Wiggins on him. Tatum, good. Tatum's got 16 points now. Thunder trail by 9. Outside Mitchell. Shoots. And it's Oklahoma City scoring again.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look from that.
Tatum's got room. The Thunder with the rebound.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Mitchell, the pass to Wallace. To the inside. Wiggins. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So both teams making some changes here. And while we can, let's bring up a list of the top scorers across the NBA in the past month. Second is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this last month has been truly special for him. He's scoring at will and in a rhythm on offense.
Back to Tatum. Pass to White. Hauser outside. Now here's Pritchard. Just 5 on the clock. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. Pritchard's got his first 2 points of the night.
You have to stay up on him in that mid-range area. He's deadly from there.
There's no question. Peyton Pritchard has one of the best value contracts in the league.
Sure does, B.A. He's on a 4-year, $30 million deal, signed back in 2023. He's a tireless worker, a talented scorer, playmaker, and, of course, outside shooter.
Here's Tatum, following the 3 by Oklahoma City. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
The first free throw is good.
Considered one of the best players in the game right now, Tatum is hungry to win titles to add to his growing legacy.
The Celtics making a switch here. Cade is checked in. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Lou Dort comes in for Wallace. And so Tatum nails both of them. Thunder trail by 6. Now Gilgeous-Alexander, 7 points in the game. Count it. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls. Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
And Play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
Well, you can live with that turnover because they've been very careful with the ball up till this point.
Oklahoma City has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. Here's SGA. Williams from long range. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. As we approach the playoffs, let's see how the East is looking. You take a look at the Celtics. With great effort over a long season, they're second in the conference.
Well, right now for Boston, their focus is shifting now to the playoffs. Now, they could wrap up a good seed, and of course, it's a matter of playing their best basketball to close out this regular season.
Now here's Tatum. 18 points for him. Shot from the wing. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Hartenstein's got 5 rebounds in the game. SGA passes to Dort. And here's Hartenstein, defended by Hauser. Holmgren outside. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. He drops it from range. And it's now only a 1-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter. Third of the game so far.
Hauser outside. And here's Tatum. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Oklahoma City has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. Dort for 3. The rebound, Celtics.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 9 points in the game. Hartenstein with a screen on White. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Kicks it out to Holmgren from behind the arc. Tatum pulls it in. Boston leading by 3. Outside, Brown. Launches it. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And the Thunder shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Dort outside. Holmgren with a screen on Brown. Dort against Brown. Dort, the pass to SGA. Nice shot from the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all 3 levels.
Right side, Brown. Back to White from deep. His first miss of the game. 3 of 4 from the field now. And it's Dort with the ball for OKC. They trail by 1, coming off that win against the Sixers.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
The Celtics have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Here's Hauser. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul, second team foul.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Pritchard's checked in for Boston. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Wiggins is checked in. Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Dort. Outside, Williams. And here's Wiggins. On the wing, SGA. Impressive finish by Gilgeous-Alexander.
You're always a threat to blow up. That's what SGA's done tonight.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you guys.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. White can't hit. Thunder with a lead. Wiggins outside. Pass to Williams. Now here's Hartenstein. Defended by Hauser. Williams from long range. Now shooting 50% for the game. He's 4 for 8.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Williams against Brown. To the middle. Here's Keita. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
Here's SGA. Look at Shea playing big inside.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Outside White. They set a pick. Right wing. Three-pointer. Pritchard hits the trifecta. Pritchard's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Gilgeous-Alexander, he has been the story for Oklahoma City, and that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks. I'm joined by Coach Mark Dagnall. And Coach, this has been a hard-fought game and high-powered at that. Thoughts?
Yeah, it was great offensively, and I thought we showed great resilience, just weathered the storm, settled into the game.
Keep up the great work.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Arena Entertainment.
Welcome, everybody, and a good half underway in this one. The Thunder battling it out tonight.
Their work on the glass has been superb tonight. Chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their mindset.
Yeah, you can tell it was a focal point of their game plan coming in, and they've made good on that. And now, as the regular season marches on, here's how things look in the West as we near the final stretch.
You know, right now for the Thunder, they've been phenomenal. All the lofty predictions, the expectations, they've all come true. Now comes the hardest part, the postseason. Every team is going to be gunning for them.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. Here's Brown. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to Hartenstein. Three-pointer. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Tatum works through the defense inside.
Yeah, Tatum can be pretty slick with his dribble moves, putting the defense off balance.
SGA passes to Holmgren. Pass to Williams. 4 on the clock. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander no good. Boston trailing. Here's Hauser. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists tonight.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Thunder. Holmgren outside. Outside, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA knocks down a 3.
Defenses used to be able to live with Shea taking that shot, but that's not the case anymore.
And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has made the move from star to superstar, Grant.
Well, no question, B.A. He's been a superstar for quite a few seasons now, but he's not satisfied and just continues to elevate his game year after year. A nice start to the third, 3 out of 4, and looking good doing it.
Outside, Williams. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Celtics trail by 4. On the wing, Hauser. Pass to Tatum. Here's the 3. The Thunder pull it in. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's SGA. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Thunder, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting 1.
Mind the lane. 1 shot.
And the free throw, no good.
The skills of SGA, they're so unique. His ball handling, shooting, length. Not a lot of guys like Shea in the league.
A nice shot by Tatum.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Holmgren. Outside, SGA. It's Oklahoma City with another.
A dynamic score. Gilgeous-Alexander is so good at finding his spots and executing.
Steps back. Tatum passes to Keita. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
At the line, Namias Keita. At the line for 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. That one's no good. Thunder leading by 4. Up top, Hartenstein. Holmgren with a screen on White. Dort outside. The 3. From the arc. Offensive rebound. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Isaiah Hartenstein, 1 shot.
1 shot.
And that one misses. Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Brown. And here's Hauser. Beyond the arc. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now SGA. Holmgren outside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And you know, when you have the size and skill of a guy like Chet Holmgren, you're going to draw fouls.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
That free throw good from Holmgren.
Yeah, many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that.
Both free throws good from Holmgren.
Honestly, the only thing that's slowed Holmgren down at times is injuries. Otherwise, he's been pretty much unstoppable.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And let's look at the Western Conference standings as the playoffs approach. You look at Oklahoma City. This season has been an absolute dream for them. They're currently at number 1 as the postseason approaches.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they've really set the standard in their conference, on track to claim home court advantage in the playoffs. They feel this is their year, and you know what? They may be right.
It's Brown on the wing, Dort defending. Man, Brown just showing his toughness inside.
Well, there's some power to JB's game. He can simply go through contact.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over White. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Celtics trail by 6. Brown with it. 7 points in the game. Pass to Tatum. Fires from deep. Hartenstein pulls it in. Hartenstein's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. The teardrop. And Williams gets the bucket on the assist from Dort. 20 points for Jalen Williams.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Brown scanning the floor. Tatum against Holmgren. Tatum passes to Brown. Off target from outside. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Isaiah.
Take a break. Take a break.
At the line for 2.
First one falls. Garza's checked in for Cada. And so Hartenstein nails both of them.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Outside, Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Back to White. Puts up a three. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Hartenstein. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
You can tell Dort keeps his options open when he has the ball. He'll set up another guy if he can.
Outside, Brown. There's a screen. The three is up. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City leading by 12. Holmgren, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort, a screen on White. SGA with it. Now guarded by Brown. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Oklahoma City scoring again.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Dort. And we take a look at the best shot blocking in the real NBA. Second, Chet Holmgren.
He always makes an impact with his shot blocking. He's a constant presence around the rim.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Garza. And here's Brown. Oh, Jaylen Brown took the hit.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Wallace outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. SGA's got 28.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
White, the pass to Tatum. Showing off the strength.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Celtics trail by 12. Tatum inside. SGA covering. And he makes it. Tatum's got 31.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
White against Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai with a step. Holmgren outside. Pass to Williams. Down low. Here's SGA. Soft touch off the glass. Give him 30.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Now here's Tatum. Over Holmgren. And Boston again with the bucket.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
Holmgren outside. Pass to Williams. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And the three off target.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
White against SGA. Tatum from long range. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Wallace outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Wallace. Shoots over Brown. Wallace misses.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
To the paint. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
Well, just another night in the office for Jason Tatum. We've come to expect big games from him. He is that special.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. So it's both teams making substitutions here. A minute 37 left in the third quarter. Oklahoma City leading by 8. And here's SGA outside. It's rebounded by Walsh. And the Celtics shooting a fantastic 57%. Here's Pritchard. He's got 5. Pass to Walsh. Here's Gonzalez. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They've led by as many as 14. Down low. Williams passes to Wallace. Back to Williams. Outside Joe. 4-3. And Pritchard pulls it down. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Gonzalez. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for your Celtics, Gonzalez. At the line for 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. The Celtics making a switch here. Bassey's checked in. Then for Oklahoma City, Carlson comes in for Williams, and Mitchell subbed in for SGA. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Here's Wiggins. Wallace outside. There's a screen by Wiggins. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has got 8 points.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
Now Pritchard. He's got 5. Pass to Walsh. Let's go with a 3. Pure from 3-point range. Walsh has gotten his second bucket. And so it's Oklahoma City closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. We've got Jason Tatum, and it's Walsh in at the center position. That's the Boston 5. That one goes in.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Here's Shireman. Outside Tatum. The 3 is up. Mitchell grabs a miss.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Here's Holmgren. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
There aren't many 7-footers who can attack guys off the dribble as well as Holmgren. he'll make you pay if you're too aggressive.
On the wing, Tatum, pounded by Wiggins. Tries a 10-footer. Tatum, shot is good. Tatum's got 37.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Wallace's shot is good.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Mitchell against Pritchard.
Thunder foul. Chet Holmgren. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Peyton Pritchard. At the line for 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Pritchard hits them both. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Mitchell against Pritchard. Pass to Wallace. There's a screen by Wiggins. Wallace misses. Celtics trail by 10. Here's Pritchard. Tatum from long range. Jason Tatum, he's a sharpshooter.
Even if this game doesn't go their way, he has to be proud of his performance tonight.
Pass to Holmgren. Outside Joe. And here's Mitchell. Clock at 6. This one for 3. Hits a 3-pointer. And the Thunder lead by 10.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Here's Walsh. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, excellent decision by Tatum. Kicking it out to the ready shooter.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
Here we go, fans. Time.
Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Then for Oklahoma City, Williams is checked in for Wiggins. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Mitchell. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break, and they told their team, no easy threes, let's guard that arc, don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Pritchard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace outside, launches a 3, and it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. The 3 from Holmgren. Rebound Boston.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Back to Brown. A rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Wallace. Off target with the 3. Celtics trail by 7. Outside Pritchard. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. The Thunder have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 12 feet. Basket's good. SGA's got 15 points here in the second half.
A tricky cover. Gilgeous-Alexander is a talented finisher inside.
Tatum against Holmgren. Oh, Tatum takes the contact.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them, but let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Well, consistent scoring is a good foundation for a comeback. They can't be wasting possessions now. Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Well, look, you got to hit Tatum harder than that, or else he's just going to push right through the contact.
Some changes for Boston. Hauser comes in for Walsh, and Derek White subbed in for Shireman. Then for Oklahoma City, Williams comes in for Williams, and Mitchell subbed in for Wallace. Thunder leading by 4. To the middle. Here's Williams. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. And that's now 22 points for Jalen Williams. Outside, Brown. There's the triple. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Outside Joe, just 5 to shoot. The 3 from Mitchell. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Up top, Hauser. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Williams.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Outside, SGA. There's the 3. Boston pulls it in. Left side, Tatum. Hauser outside. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
Pritchard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Tipped.
On defense, how valuable is White? He's a guard who can protect the rim.
Inside, White gets it to go.
They're hammering him on the open floor right now.
They got to keep looking for fast break scores to even this game up.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Joe. Pass to Williams. Off the mark there with a 3. Boston's gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. And it's Tatum missing. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Thunder. They've led by as many as 14. SGA against Pritchard. Beating the contact, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Now here's Brown. Knocked loose. Now here's Joe, defended by Brown. Pritchard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Chet driving. And here's Tatum. Over Mitchell. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds now. Back to SGA. Pass to Holmgren. Jacks up a 3. The rebound, Celtics.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Tatum. He's covered by Holmgren. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Cadiz checked in for Pritchard. Then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein. He's checked in for Joe. And it's Lou Dort in for Mitchell. Brown passes to White. Shot clock at 6. To tie it up. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Well, we've seen an uptick in volume from White at the arc. He's more confident than ever from that range.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein with a screen on White. And here's SGA outside. Outside for Dort. The three. Knocks down the triple. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Brown outside. Here's a pass to Tatum. Oh, the response from Tatum.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Outside Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Hartenstein. Now Tatum. To take the lead. Cleared away by Hartenstein. And Oklahoma City shooting 56% today. Gilgeous-Alexander against White. And out of bounds. Boston will have it. Big possession. They have a chance to take the lead.
It'll be interesting to see what they run.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Good! That's another bucket!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. White against Gilgeous-Alexander.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Tatum, rejected by Holmgren.
Yeah, premier shot blocker. Holmgren may be slight of frame, but he's never running from the fray.
And it's rejected. White against SGA. White, oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
He's been in a big spot or two. Get it to NBA champ Derek White.
Here's Holmgren. Outside, SGA. Now Dort takes a three. Oh, the shot is off.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
SGA nails it.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Tatum inside. Holmgren's there. Brown. The triple drop.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 5. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Foul pass to Williams. Now SGA. Here's Dort. Outside Williams. From deep. Outside Dort for three. Oh, he cannot hit. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul, third team foul.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul, fourth team foul. At the line for two, Derek White.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of two is good. And that increases the lead to 6. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
For Boston's own Celtics Entertainment.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. So we see the Celtics get the win here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. So a lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.